I don't know if that's what this guy is saying, but that's how I feel after watching this video. So yeah. And to follow that up with some transition related news, quite the combination here. I got my hormone results back yesterday. I just got some blood drawn, and I'm really dissatisfied with the numbers that we had. The numbers are not good. Our T range is like 450, 530, I don't remember. Our E is only 130, which is good. That's a good E range that we're looking for, but our T is really high. It's actually higher than in October when we looked at it. And that's when we got put on an AA. Well, we got put on finasteride, which isn't quite an AA, but kind of functions like an AA. Anyways, it's frustrating that my hormone levels are kind of out of whack. And recently I have been pondering if potentially just going or staying on testosterone would be a better solution for me. I would get to go off of the medications that I'm on. My body would revert, which would be a negative thing, I think. But then I wonder if my transition is related to separating from whiteness and like the standards that come with whiteness, or if my transition is actually about being feminine. And that's not something I have an answer to. That is not something I have an answer to at this moment. But it is something that I ponder every once in a while. Perhaps if I, like now, with the foundation of knowledge that I have at this point in my life, potentially detransitioning could be a solution. But I don't know if it would be, realistically. So I got my doctor to switch me over to estradiol patches instead of estradiol estrase, which is like sublingual tablets. I put them under my tongue or right there, right where I'd like pack a lip. Buccally, I think it's called. Anyways, I don't know. That's all I got. I just wanted to talk a little bit because I do relate a lot to like, I didn't realize how exclusive whiteness and queerness actually were until I became the out group in many situations, especially as I was less passing. And then like the more passing I get, the more I reconform into the white standard, but I don't want it anymore. I used to really want it, I think, because I wanted to be like validated by everyone around me, because everyone around me they're still thoroughly indoctrinated, but they're not around me anymore, so it's not the people around me anymore. That's a plus. That's a plus. Anyways, I think that's all I got. I really do struggle with like identity a lot. Yeah. And like I saw a comment in the video where it was like, if you couldn't be white, like what would you be? And like I don't know how to answer that either, because I don't want to say like, oh, I don't want to be white as like a skin color thing, because it's not a skin color thing. I don't like the shared systems of like monitoring. I don't think that's the right word. I don't like the shared value system of whiteness that gets pushed onto others, both internally and externally. Because if you are indoctrinated into whiteness, you're going to apply those standards to yourself as well as to other people. And I would actually go as far to argue that you're going to apply them to yourself for far longer than you apply them to other people, more than likely. And I see this all the time when I see, like, I have a Discord community, and there's this person there that, like, they'll always say all these really negative things about trans people. And then they'll be like, but just for me, not for everybody else. And I do a similar thing a lot of the time in my own head. Less now than historically, but that is something that I do where I'm like, I'm going to hold this standard for me because this is the standard that I learned. But for everybody else, no, of course it's not the standard. That's stupid. And like the standards that I learned were just whiteness, or not like just whiteness, but they were part of the system of whiteness that I learned growing up, that I like learned how to fucking turn around and give to other people. Like, I don't know. That's all I got, I think. Anyways, I might detransition. I might retransition. I might stay transitioned. I don't really know. I'm really mentally, these hormone levels are really giving me a lot of mental duress, mental stress, mental depress. I really hate that my T is so high, and I don't know what to do about it. But I knew it's been high because, like, I can feel it in my body when it's higher. That sounds so dumb, but like I can tell from like just the way my body functions when I'm higher in T versus higher in E. And recently I have noticed that like my hair is regrowing really thick. It's growing really fast, and that's something that happens when I'm on T. There's also like changes in other regards. Starts with an S, ends with an actual. That I notice. Yeah. Anyways, kind of disappointed with my hormones. Not disappointed with the fact that I'm educating myself more to feel better in my body. Disappointed that I was so heavily indoctrinated into a system that has many hierarchies. Disappointed that I enforced the system that has many hierarchies. Disappointed that I enforced that system on myself. Still. Disappointed that I had to learn the system. I don't know. That's all I got. Anyways, I don't really have much else to say, but thank you for watching it. It's been kind of long. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to post this. I get so uncomfortable posting recently. Like, sometimes I go through periods where I'm like, let's just post. And then other times I'm like, I don't want to be perceived. What if they think I'm weird? What if they don't like me? But you wouldn't watch the video if you didn't like me. Or maybe you would. I don't know. I'm just feeling really uncomfortable in my body recently. But hopefully that estradiol patches help with that. I was switched to 0.1 milligrams. 2.1. So 2 individual patches. Both of them are 0.1 milligrams twice a week. So I'll be taking like, I don't know, what is that? 200? Or they're 0.1 per 24 hours is how much they get released. But hopefully that is going to have an impact. The endo that I saw said that maybe I'll get to stop my finasteride because of the patches. Because patches are better at suppressing T, and they're more consistent. They stay on for longer than sublingual. And sublingual is really like, you only have like an 8-hour period where it's in your body. I put a patch on, or I'm going to put 2 patches on, and they're going to stay on for 3 days each. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, yeah, that's what I got, I think. Yeah, goodbye.